Thanks, Rick.
This still feels extremely surreal. I still can't believe that we are 157,000 subscribers. We just smashed through this goal. It's so insane. And again, thank you so much to everyone that is here, that is enjoying the content and watching my videos, and yeah, made this happen, because without you, this wouldn't happen. So it's still very surreal. Oh! And by the way, welcome to the new office. So as you probably know by now, I had to move out of the old office because my buddy Isaac, who I was renting the office space with, he actually signed off the lease so that at the end of December we had to move out. And because of that, I had to look for another office space, and finding an office in Gothenburg that is at a reasonable price is not an easy task. So that is why I ended up here. So this entire space is actually kind of a DIY project, and we still have a lot of things to do, as you can hear on the audio. Hey, hello. There's like a lot of echo because I don't have anything on the walls, and that is something that we gotta fix. And I also need to do some extra soundproofing to this wall because the highway is literally like 10 feet away from that wall, and you can hear the trucks passing by like... I do have some soundproofing in the roof that helps just a little bit, but we need some more. But I thought I'd give you a tour of the whole office space and show around on how I've set everything up to make sure that it feels like the studio that I want to have. Because the old studio that we had was like an office space that I had to turn into a YouTube studio, and this is more like a dedicated studio.
This is what it looks like when we're entering the office. We got the nice brick wall over here, and then we got some coffee maker. Right here, I got the Godox SL150 set up together with a 120 centimeter softbox.
The downside about the Godox SL150 is that it's actually pretty loud. The fan is way too loud to have it go in the background when I'm recording videos, which is a bummer because it's actually a really good light. But in most cases, when I'm recording any kind of like unboxing video or anything like that, I usually put some music on and they can't hear the fan noise in the background. So yeah, but it's a really good light. Something that's really cool about this is that I bought these tabletops on IKEA so that if I want to change the background of my top-down shots, then I can just switch it out and place another one, or have a white background or black background, depending on what kind of tabletops that you can buy on IKEA, which is actually a pretty cheap way of getting different kind of backgrounds for your videos or photos. The lighting that I'm using here at the main desk is my Aperture 528C that I'm having like as a rim light, and then I'm using the Godox SL60 together with the Aperture Light Dome Mini 2. I think that's what it's called.
Over here we got some this is just fake smoke. We have the coffee maker, which is probably gonna go hot and probably gonna make a lot of coffee for me and the guest. And we have some nice chairs here in the background that we're gonna get to soon. This is gonna be my new workstation. I'm gonna call this the editing bay because this is where all the editing and forging, if you may, will take place. I'm still using the same screen as I had in the old office, which is the Acer HK27 4K, I think it's gonna be called. But I'm gonna put a link to everything that I got here in the description below if you're interested in buying anything. Here we have the different boxes with all the different things that I got, and I actually marked them up with some duct tape to make sure that I actually know what is inside each box. This shelf is not entirely structured yet. The plan with this shelf is basically to have a bunch of things that I want to have easily accessible and that looks good. So like here we got the knife from the blacksmith that I did a video with, like the blacksmith b-roll. You can check it out right here. Some lenses here, and up top I'm gonna place the Rhino slider so that it's easily accessible as well. Yeah, we're gonna make this a little bit more structured and get a little better feeling to it, va? Some chargers and the Weebill S and the DJI Ronin.
I am going to make a comparison video about these two, but I haven't really gotten to it yet, so stay tuned because that is coming.
Over here is going to be the lounge.
And this is basically going to be the place where I sit down and chill out, and if someone wants to join in for a cup of coffee, we're gonna sit down. I've also been getting a lot of questions on what kind of computer that I'm actually editing all my videos for clients and YouTube and anything else. And it's actually this laptop. This is a fully spec'd 2017 15-inch MacBook Pro. So it has 2.9 gigahertz quad-core i7 processors with 16 gigabytes DDR3 ROM, and then the Radeon Pro 560 4 gigabytes together with Intel HD graphics 630 at 1536 megabytes. This is where I'm going to store all my footage that I'm shooting for clients, for YouTube, and photos of my son and that kind of stuff. And this is a total of 16 terabytes active storage that I can actually use. There's 2 4 terabyte disks in here and 2 8 terabytes, but one is redundant. So if any of the disks were to crash, then you can always regenerate from one of the other disks, which is kind of cool. And this is a 4 terabyte Western Digital MyCloud that I have connected into this. So this generates a total storage of 20 terabytes that I can use. It sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot, especially when you're doing a lot of 4K video. And I'm also using the Samsung T5 SSD hard drives, and I got 2 of these, which is 1 terabyte each. But the good thing about these hard drives is that you can actually edit straight from the hard drive. So I never import any kind of footage onto my computer. I only import it into this. Then I create the library on the hard drive for Final Cut Pro, and then I can edit straight from the drive without making my computer go any slower. So this is a super, super good investment if you're doing a lot of editing on the go. And something that I recently did because of a tip that I got from my buddy Niklas Astling was that I put some Velcros on the computer case so that when I'm traveling, sitting on the train or on the airplane or anything like that, then I can just take my SSD drive and then stick it to the back of the computer, and it's gonna be there. Like, I don't have to worry about the disk flopping around, any cables getting disconnected, and then you can stick 4 drives because it has 4 ports that you can use. And this is actually one of the best things that I've done. I'm also using Logitech MX Master 1, which is by far one of the best mouses that I've ever used. And I think that this right now is like 4 years old, so it's like it's lasting a really long time. And there's been a lot of you asking about the keyboard that I'm using, and this is actually a really cheap no brand keyboard that's called Rapu that I bought on a like really cheap Swedish store for 29 bucks. I have no clue where you can buy this. It's slim, it works, and it fits my needs perfectly, and I don't feel the need for a bigger keyboard basically. It feels really good to be back, and I am so ready to forge more videos because that is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna forge. What am I gonna call it? Like office or studio? I think I'm gonna call it studio. But I really hope that you enjoy it. It's gonna be better. You know, we're gonna do some soundproofing. We're gonna make some more comfiness. We're gonna put some stuff on the walls, but I think it's gonna be really good. So thanks so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that would be highly appreciated. It's gonna be right here. And if you like the video, do give it a thumbs up because it's also appreciated. And yeah, I'm so eager to be back. Oh, nej, Peter from the new studio.